Give me a hand, Taurus. You have more damn hands. Give me one.
Do you remember John Carter, the movie that was supposed to launch a thrilling sci-fi franchise? It had all the ingredients for success, but somehow it ended up being more famous for its failure than the story itself. Director Andrew Stanton poured his heart and soul into this project, envisioning it as the start of something big. But when it finally hit theaters on March 9th, 2012, it fell flat, earning disappointing numbers and harsh criticism. Despite ranking in $284 million worldwide, which might sound like a win, the film's massive $300 million production budget left it in the red. And just like that, the dream of a new sci-fi saga was shattered. Fans who adored the movie were left scratching their heads, wondering what went wrong. Meanwhile, others simply brushed it off as another Hollywood flop. If you're new to the story or could use a quick recap, here are the details on the first John Carter movie. Between 1868 and 1881, John Carter, a former Confederate Army captain played by Taylor Kitsch, stumbles upon a mysterious medallion while running from Union soldiers. Little does he know that this trinket has the power to transport him to Mars, known as Barzoom, to its inhabitants. Upon his arrival on the Red Planet, Carter discovers that its low gravity, combined with his earthly bone density, grants him superhuman abilities. Suddenly, he finds himself in the midst of a conflict between various Martian factions. Leading the charge are the Tharks, a tribe of green Martians led by Tars Tarkas, played by Willem Dafoe. Unaware of the brewing tensions, Carter crosses paths with Dejah Thoris, a red Martian princess portrayed by Lynn Collins, who is caught in the conflict. Adding to the chaos are the shape-shifting Therns, led by Matai Shang and played by Mark Strong, stirring up trouble from behind the scenes. As tensions escalate, the stage is set for a deadly showdown on multiple fronts. The first film concludes with Carter pulling off a daring escape from Earth, fooling Shang, and winning a long-standing challenge that once kept him trapped on our planet. Before the release of John Carter in 2012, director Andrew Stanton hinted at potential sequels if the movie succeeded. However, he kept the details under wraps. Recently, in an interview, Stanton unveiled plot details for the scrapped sequel titled Gods of Mars. Stanton envisioned a unique storytelling approach for the sequel's opening. Each film would start with a prologue narrated by a different character. In this case, Willem Dafoe's character Tars would kick things off. Then, the narration duty would pass to Dejah Thoris, played by Lynn Collins, providing newcomers with a glimpse into the storyline. Dejah Thoris would be recounting the tale to her child, Carthoris, the offspring of her and John Carter. The story would reveal the fatherly legacy Carthoris would never experience firsthand. As the scene unfolds, Kieran Hines' character, Tardos Mors, intervenes, recognizing Dejah's fate and suggesting she rest while he tends to the child. However, a shocking twist would follow as it's revealed that the supposed grandfather is actually Matai Shang in disguise, plotting to abduct the baby. The story would then transition to John Carter waking up in the desert, resembling a corpse in a funeral suit, setting the stage for another thrilling adventure. When John Carter was first conceived, it was envisioned as a start of a thrilling trilogy based on Edgar Rice Burroughs' Barsoom books. However, the film's journey was fraught with unforeseen challenges, leading to its ultimate demise after just one installment. One of the major stumbling blocks was the ill-fated marketing campaign. Disney's new movie marketing head, M.T. Carney, made a controversial decision during production to drop "Off Mars" from the title. Despite director Andrew Stanton's disapproval, he didn't put up a fight. As Stanton admitted, "It wasn't my call. It was suggested, and I didn't fight it." Little did they know at the time this seemingly innocuous decision would have far-reaching consequences. The marketing campaign became muddled and confusing, hindering the film's ability to connect with audiences effectively. With each misstep, the possibility of a sequel slipped further from their grasp. The odds of continuing the story on the big screen dwindled as the film's marketing misfires compounded, leaving John Carter stranded. In July 2011, teasers, posters, and other promotional materials started appearing online for John Carter. Surprisingly, none of these ads mentioned on the esteemed creators behind the project, such as director Andrew Stanton or the legendary Edgar Rice Burroughs. Stanton, known for his directorial success with Pixar's Finding Nemo, was venturing into live-action blockbusters for the first time. Despite his impressive track record, Disney's marketing strategy omitted any mention of his pedigree or Burroughs' legacy, leaving audiences unaware of the talent behind the film. Stanton's vision for John Carter was grand, but unfortunately, the lackluster marketing campaign undermined its potential. Despite Stanton's ambitious plans for a sequel, the film's poor reception made a follow-up unlikely. Nevertheless, Stanton's idea for a sequel are captivating. He envisioned a scene where Carter, played by Taylor Kitsch, wanders the Martian landscape only to be approached by a Thark rider named Kantos Khan, portrayed by James Purefoy. Khan reveals that someone has been searching for Carter and urges him to return to help alien comrades. Upon his return, Carter discovers that Deja Thoris, played by Lynn Collins, has gone missing. Convinced that the Therns have abducted their child, she embarks on a perilous journey down the River Is to find him. The plot thickens as Carter and his allies dive underground, like the story of Beneath the Planet of the Apes, uncovering a hidden civilization with advanced technology controlling the planet from beneath the surface. Stanton's sequel concept promised a thrilling continuation of the John Carter story, diving deeper into the mysteries of Mars and expanding the scope of the story. Though the sequel never materialized, Stanton's imaginative vision continues to entertain fans, leaving them to wonder what could have been. Stanton was undoubtedly the perfect choice to head the John Carter project, but unfortunately, a bewildering marketing approach, combined with the inherent difficulties of a seasoned animation director transitioning to live-action filmmaking, ultimately led to the demise of his passion project. The details about the planned sequel, Gods of Mars, offer a bittersweet glimpse into the rich universe Stanton had envisioned. While it's disappointing that we may never witness these stories unfold on the big screen, the updates provide fans with a taste of what could have been. For now, we can only imagine the epic adventures that might have awaited John Carter and his companions on the Red Planet as we bid farewell to this ambitious project, forever consigned to the realm of what-ifs. Disney's John Carter had all the makings of a blockbuster franchise starter. Adapted from Edgar Rice Burroughs' beloved sci-fi series, John Carter of Mars, the film boasted a stellar cast and an epic cosmic setting ripe for adventure. With names like Willem Dafoe, Dominic West, and Taylor Kitsch attached, it seemed poised to launch a thrilling series of intergalactic conflict. The movie follows the journey of John Carter as he becomes embroiled in a war between alien tribes, and audiences are swept away on a thrilling journey through alien landscapes and epic battles. However, despite its premise, John Carter failed to resonate with audiences and critics alike. Its lackluster box office performance, earning just a fraction of its hefty budget, marked it as one of the biggest flops in cinematic history. The film struggled to recoup its costs, limping through a months-long run both domestically and internationally. The disappointing box office numbers, coupled with mixed and negative reviews, spelled doom for any hopes of a sequel. Despite the potential for a grand adventure franchise like the Pirates of the Caribbean, John Carter's failure to capture the imagination of audiences ultimately sealed its fate. The loss of rights to Edgar Rice Burroughs' John Carter book series dealt a significant blow to any hopes of a sequel from Disney. By 2014, Edgar Rice Burroughs Incorporated had reclaimed the rights to the author's work, effectively shutting down any further projects under Disney's banner. This movie came in the wake of the monumental financial losses incurred by the first John Carter film, which contributed to the departure of former studio head Rich Ross. Edgar Rice Burroughs Incorporated's decision to take back the rights was influenced by their dissatisfaction with Disney's adaptation, hinting at a desire to seek out a different studio capable of giving the author's work the treatment it deserved. Following the John Carter debacle, Disney shifted its focus towards projects with a proven track record of critical and financial success. This included doubling down on live-action remakes of their animated classics and nurturing the wildly successful Marvel Cinematic Universe under Marvel Studios' umbrella. Despite some of the Burroughs' earlier works, like A Princess of Mars, being in the public domain, the tarnished reputation left by Disney's adaptation has made studios wary of tackling the material. The legacy of John Carter is a reminder to studios of the risks associated with ambitious projects that fail to resonate with audiences. As a result, the future of any adaptation of Burroughs' novels remains uncertain in Hollywood. Have you watched this movie? What are your thoughts? Let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time.